Thank you. Are you going for a swim, dude? Are you Wow, that's disgusting, Atkins. That is disgusting. Can you get out of there? Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 4 of my second attempt of the RimWorld Rocket Endgame, or the Toxic Fallout, as I would like to call it. I'm just going to start off with saying thank you very much for watching. It has been a pleasure making this video and coming so far in the game. Hopefully I will make it out this time. If you want a pawn or your name at a pawn in this playthrough, please drop a comment down below and I will happily name a pawn after you. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Alright, but I am just waiting for this Toxic Fallout to end so that we can move on in the game. Last time we managed to make a hostile faction neutral by bribing them a lot. So now we actually have some steel, making us able to make steel or high-tech research benches. And there should just be enough room for 2 in here. A royal host. That is the end game from royalty, right? Well, we do have plenty of components. Our problem is really just steel. But of course, as much wealth we can get can buy us steel for that. Video. I believe I am going to make a pillbox or something over here. Jesus Christ, Boomerang. What the hell? Alright, but I guess let's just get Shorty indoor again before he builds up too much toxic fallout. And then he may also start building these. Well, that was quite annoying. I guess I am going to sell some gold. What are we going to sell here? We have ambrosia. Why do we have that? Not so sure. Let's just sell all the sandstone blocks if we can. We have these pans we have made, and I would like to keep this one. Plasteel, we could just bring that. I don't know what we're going to use that for right now. So let's just send them away so that we can get this up and away. Guess we will need to get some power in there anyways. And a lamp. All of our plants haven't died yet, but I guess it is close. Why don't we just harvest what can be harvested? Send Scroto out there to do a little bit of harvesting. Alright, and then we just get a bulk goods trader right in from the side here. Let's see. What are you interested in? And do you have some steel? You sell them some wood, actually. I don't mind selling you wood. Especially if I can get... Okay, I get diminishing returns here. Well, 100 does give us a bit of steel though. That's good enough. And we did a little bit of wealth reduction there. Not a lot though. Yeah, let's have a party. Why not? But, what can we get here? We just need to get these up. Then we can just kickstart our research again. That has just been on pause like forever. I think we did a good job in the beginning and then it just paused as soon as we went here. Good, but let's do some trading. I just wanted to sell this muffalo wool. Why did we bring 100 potatoes? We can sell this. Not that. Let's just get rid of this and buy as much steel as we can. What's that? That's about all right. So yeah, we are just getting this colony up and running. The toxic fallout has just been stopped. And we have traded a bit of steel here. What a pleasure. And this of course means we can move the muffalos out again. And remove this zone. And we can then get rid of this. And we should get a research project. What should we get here? We need machining. Okay, we have just skipped that one. And we can now deconstruct this, and this should also be made into some limestone. But I guess Shorty has a bit to do here, so might as well just get that done beforehand. And finally, Ragdoll can do what she does best. A wild woman wanders in, staggering the ugly. Alright. She is welcome to just stay out there. Now let's get the muffalos out and clean out this barracks. Why don't we have... Okay. A walk has started hunting Scroto. Where is the walk? It's out there. Scroto doesn't have a weapon, so we have to move him. Okay, Shorty is there. Just run, and Atkins, you can start firing. What a hit. Good job, buddy. Well, I see there is really no chance of us getting any steel in here. So that was kind of an own goal to abandon the colony when I did and not get the steel, which I actually said I would do. So yeah, Let's just cancel all of this. There is no way. Goody. But these are not getting a lot of sun in here. Not that it really matters that much, as we should at least get some growing zones out here with some food. Let's just get some corn out here. Where's that? Corn plant. We can just sell that off when we get too much. And some cotton here. We have a couple of good planters, so let's just make them work a bit for it. It's so seldom we have to work at it anyway, so that will definitely not do a lot for us. Okay, these two killed each other. Then let's do something about that. What is the worth of a granine tree? I have no clue. But let's harvest it and see if we can't use them to make some haulers. Where's the ambrosia? It's up here. Let's just make a cutting spot up there. Alright. Now that we are so far and so good, let's start making some security here. Visitors from Papa. Okay, that was actually the ones we are trading with. And what? Are we just going to use our limestone for this? Let's do that. And then we can have our nicely spike trap set up again. Guess this one should actually be a wooden door. Why don't we have a lamp in here? Oh, I believe I pressed the deconstruct when I deconstructed the fence there. Okay, I get it. These are losing a lot of health each day because they are outdoors and in shallow water. Okay. Just threw down his burka. Oh my god, I can see it. Staggeringly ugly. But why doesn't he want to wear it? Isn't it worth something? It has a market value of some steel. Wink wink. Question is, should I use some of these as oh, I see it. This is not as broad as this. That's a bit tilting, but I'm not going to do anything about it. I was just so glad about finally making a beautiful base. Well, you can tell me if you think it's totally ugly now. We need some more wood in order to finish this up. Huts and bucks. We got a marine helmet and tech trend. A purple marine helmet. But we will get 3 hives. What? This guy got killed by a squirrel? What the heck? He even has 9 melee. But okay, he has made your food poisoning, I get it. Let's just get this. Oh, not there. Good. What is the value of this? 62. That actually adds a lot of value to the colony. But if you look at it, we haven't really added value in a long time. And how are we doing here? This is cold. Just as it needs to be. And we can actually move these one step back. Good. So this one will be held open. You can do that, Atkin. Like that. Okay, we need a research project. Question is really, are we going for this? Could really be our only way of getting further. But we really need the multi-analyzer also. But there's a lot of basic things we could do. We could get a good blade for Scroto also, or a Shooty. And when we get this, we could make some good chairs. Let's just see. We got a bear here again. But seems like Ragdoll is just a researching machine. Look at that. Defeated a mech cluster. That is a long time ago. But yeah, sure. Okay, getting to intellect 15 in just a second, and here we go. Bam, 15. That's fast. And industrious. That's really why she's working so fast. Well, that is just good. Look at how fast it goes. You can just see it go. Well, it's also just 400, but still. We need to make money. Did we grab that Guranine seed? Or is it still out here? Well, it's not out here, so where's it at? We should really just destroy this zone. Where did that seed go? It's not that one, that's gold. It was just out here. I can't see it anymore. We must... Does somebody have it on them? No? Well, that's kind of lame. Long blades are now finished. Let's make some research into gunsmithing. I want to get assault rifles for the rest. Then we can actually defend ourselves. We are doing all right at the food front. Is ours a male or a female? It's also a male. I was just thinking of getting another one, but no need for that. Do they have food enough? They do have food, so that's good. Did it just eat my roses? Apparently, it eats roses. Guess we don't need 400 anymore. 210 might be enough, yeah. And maybe we could just have... Let's see. Oh, I have forgotten to put in a door here. But maybe we could just make this for our... what are those? Blocks. Blocks. Any type of blocks. And just make it that way. Copy settings to all of these. So now they are not indoor anymore. And maybe also any raw resources actually. Alright, so we do have a couple of idle people here. At least we're getting some research done. And our main goal is really still getting steel. So that was gunsmithing next. Bamboozled, why did you go there? You have 7 to intellect. Now soon 8. I will give you that. Let's just get a couple of marble blocks here. A turkey. Okay, there's actually a female mega sloth. I've actually never had 2 mega sloths of different sex, so that could be fun. Maybe we should expand this growing zone so that we can just trade off a lot of joints. We need to get some riches to get steel, and that can only go too slow. We need that one. At least we still have some. No, we really don't have any components. Wow, that really makes me angry that we didn't get that one. I really feel like wanting to get a mod that opens it up, but I guess we will manage. We will definitely manage. We will have to trade it off. Animal disease plague. Okay, so we have to get some sleeping spots for the animals so that we can tend them. Why is Shorty doing that when we have someone who's better? And alright, we don't have that many heal roots here. Is it only one of them? Yeah, it's only one of them. Okay. Plague. That was nasty. Alright, at least the crows are getting rid of that one. So, could they just eat this as well? We have a lot of food, so that's great. Blowback operations are now taken. Alright, so this is just a bit of waiting around. I guess we should do something. That's the silver mining site. I guess we will go there with Shorty and Atkins. It is just the tribes. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's just go. Still have some silver actually. At least we have a lot of protection here, so I'm not that worried when we are away. Could have taken this one with us if we had trained it, but we haven't trained it at all, so no need. Alright, so what I wanted to do was actually make a 2x2 marble table. We could also just deconstruct that and make one golden wool here. I think we're going to do that. This costs 50, okay. That's what we have. That will give some impressiveness to all these 4 rooms. Maybe it's stupid as we're actually going to need it for the multi-analyzer. Going to need 20 gold. Mad alpaca. Guys can just stay indoor. Come at me, mad alpaca. And go and kill it, Eddie. We need some weapons. But we do have the revolver. Last shot and go inside. Just try it. Try it, buddy. Now it has 8 hours left to live in. How far are these? They are almost there. What are you going to do? You have 8 hours left. Mad alpaca. We have gotten a visitor. Well, maybe he's going to get smashed by the alpaca here. Actually, not a horrible. Okay, wow. That was good shooting. Alright, but we know there is 2 guys here. Golf and Sangugua. Tortured artist. Okay. Let's see if we can't get a hit here. Shooting 11 now. And golf. Well, you can just try to hide from the... What is it called? The charge lance. I was about to say psychic lance. How can you be so bad, buddy? You have 11 to shooting. Okay, no need to... Oh, he's not assigned to doctoring. Could you do that? Alright, claim this one. Just let golf run. 400. Thank you. What is that? Torch lamp? That's limestone. Limestone. Alright, do we see anything that remotely assembles steel? Not really. Could we claim these ones? Yes. What are you doing? We could just send Atkins home. With none of that. Why are you so mad, Shorty? Did I send Shorty home now? Okay. Like, Gave us a steel club, okay. I wanted to reform the caravan. No. Reform the caravan, go home. And that was you, Atkins. Take with you that. And then surely you can just go and sleep. What I wanted to do was actually this, and just try and work a bit in there. Can we? Okay. He's hungry, but we should have some potatoes. Atkins is soon home. Every bit of steel really matters here. So maybe you will be laughing at me again, but I will try and see if we can't get that. See if there is some steel in here. I am crossing my fingers. Another alpaca self-tamed. Protecting aristocrats. Well, we are getting offered some what can we say? Some stuff here, some value. Alright. Research. Now we just need that one. We are going for a walk, okay? Must soon be healed up also. Please strike some steel at some point, buddy. Caravan detected, yeah. We have some gold or silver now to trade for. Shorty is just sleeping it off here. It might just be so that you can't find any steel anywhere. Okay, the cancer unit is here at our camp. Let's just go indoor, everybody. Also, the Eddie. Let's see, they actually have some stuff. We have a couple of hussars here. Great soldiers. And a Yakutin. Are of course going to use Atkins here to shoot at them, and then hopefully all of this will be enough to kill it. But let's just get a good night's sleep here. Why not? Okay. Should actually also get ragdoll shooting here. They are moving fast, aren't they? Are they going to try and hammer their way in? Looks like they are. Then let's go this way around. And see if we can't go this way. Maybe they will start moving here then. Let's see if we can't spare the traps as much as possible. And of course also poor ragdoll. Alright, looks like we are getting them baited inside here. A beautiful nudist. Let's just bash this guy in. Did that guy have anything? No. Let's just get the allowed tool here. And you can do that. Alright, shorty. You don't seem to have striked any steel. At least you have a burning passion for your work. Still have some potatoes. Solar flare, okay. Means we're going to make a couple of meals here. Raids arriving, okay. Looks like we are just caravanning home. Okay, that was not what I want. Reform caravan. Don't need to take the potatoes. Are we ready? Yeah, 45 steel. Just do that. Jesus, can't carry anything. Get a couple of potatoes then. And go back home. I guess we will have Atkins form a caravan with the muffalos and just get rid of some of this. We do have the guaranine seed somewhere, apparently. Let's get rid of this flake and bring with us the silver and of course a mastodon burka. Pump shotgun might be good for one of our guys. So let's get home. And let's get out getting some steel. So there is the guaranine plant seed here. Lynx is hunting, getting hunted by the... Jesus Christ. Get in here, moron. Try me out, Lynx. I will shoot you dead. Is it just hunting Squirtle now? Okay. Can you not just shoot it? It was a good hit though. Get a couple more. Okay. Oh, okay. Move on. So now I just found a hare to kill. We actually have that was the mad alpaca. Guess it has to be cooked or slaughtered until before it gets bad. Well, this will just be enough. Look at that. Not a lot of food left, and we are just getting a huge load of potatoes in a moment. Why are you so mad, buddy? You are hungry? Why don't you just eat something? I guess I will try and plant the grenadine seed down here. Maybe that's not so good. Can't decide. Why are you so mad, Shorty? Are you starving? Yeah. Okay. You're soon home, buddy. That's straight. I will give you all of my useless stuff here. And you will sell me all the steel I would like. Okay, we have 1,000. So we can get about 300. Right? Yeah. 300. That's like nothing. It's really nothing. But we have to get it. I guess I will have to find or get a scanner. Maybe that's the only way that steel will actually spawn. Okay, Shorty is home. The lynx is dead. And we are having a party, apparently. I see that Shorty is partying very hard right now. Recreation deprived, and so on. Is it warm inside? Yeah, it is a bit warm. Well. But here comes Atkins with our newly acquired steel. Meaning we can now actually get the other research bench done. What a day to be alive. Now we just wait for Shorty to get up, and then he can start working on the steel high-tech bench. And now we just get a marble table in the hope that we bring a little bit more impressiveness to the home. We are going to get a lot of cotton in a moment. A lot, at least a decent amount. And we can get the ambrosia, so there are some wealth coming in. And precision rifling is coming up. Who doesn't have a gun? Flamboozled, you don't have a gun. However, Scroto is a lot better at shooting than you are. He's actually also better than Atkins, but Atkins does have double flames. We need power over here. And we are going to need some components. A, B, C, always buy components. But now we have a place for Flamboozle to also research. That was actually one of the reasons we did employ him in the first place. Let's get some wood. We could use some heal root as well. Now take a look at that. So you can see when we have our caravan out, then our wealth is dropping substantially. That's actually good for our raid points, as it was down by 10,000 when they came. Alright, now we can make more blunts. So let's just do that. However, I'm not quite sure where you actually do that. If not in a crafting spot. That's a good question. So we do have 200 steel left. What are we going to do with that? What are we going to do? I'm still considering making rooms, but then we have to... Could of course just move the wooden doors up here. And then make all of this part rooms. Yeah, I do know the space is occupied, but that usually doesn't stop me. Let's just see here. Let's use the planner here instead. So how many tiles do we have? We have 16. So we can have a... What is here? 16. That's a 4x4 room. People usually speak of a 5x4 is the best. So we can make 3 rooms here. Golden walls, that's just insane, mate. Let's just make wooden doors here. Alright, I see we have gotten some smokable. I don't know why we haven't actually made ideology for a while. Gutworms, that really sucks. I will... No, just use that. Tend to yourself. Quest expired, that's fine. Didn't want that anyways. So, yeah, that's the same. You need 300 quality. Got 45 there. That's decent. Guess we can get it just a bit down here. So now we are going to get cotton in a moment. We have psychite plants. We have precisioning and rifling. Maybe we should get drug production just to make a lot of yayo or flake to sell off. Alright, these have now been made. Let's get drug production. Let's just start by making wooden floors in here. There's not a lot of wood going on. I guess that must have been after the toxic fallout. Guess we could use some chairs in there. We'll just reinstall this there. And then we can get a couple of dining chairs here. Need somebody to start hauling. Didn't we tell them to go haul everyone? Yeah. Guess it's in the back. I know that, but... And when I say in the back, I mean the least prioritized. And of course we want to get roof over these. Aurora. Food bench ragdoll, okay. So you have gutworms and a food bench. Sounds like a awesome combination. You can just bench all you want, my friend. Good old paste. Let's get Shorty a room here with a wooden dresser. We don't have enough wood for, apparently. And of course, a wall torch lamp. Now you have your own room. And we are getting some herbal medicine here. Maybe we should actually just trade off the alpaca. We have a little bit of silver. And a shit ton of cloth. Well, how do you like that? Somewhat impressing rec room. Where's our rec room? Is this one? That's our workshop. Is this the rec room? That's the barracks. Well, I don't know where the rec room is then. Ragdoll attended her. Got worms 50 again. That's great. Alright, soon-ish we have the first Devil Strand coming in. Jesus, it takes a long time for that. Such a long time, alright. But look how Ragdoll is just getting that research pumped up, even though she has got worms. All right. Let's see here. Drug production, and then just get that. We actually do have some go juice. I would maybe like Scroat or Shorty at some point to have a go juice on him. Excuse me. I just had a small hiccup there. So, alright. We need to get money. We have a lot of cloth. That gave us some wealth. It's of course good to keep some of it. We have 27 joints. Mediocre bedroom, that gives +1. That's good. Would rather have +1 than negative from all the other parts. We can actually do some cheesing. So I think I'm going to do it. Why not? He's just standing right on top of a trap, having a party. So let's get a good one here. Beautiful. So we are now 5 out of 10 to change our ideology, and we got some good mood out of that one. So that was good. Let's just see. We have one planned soon. Let's just get a drug lab. We can just get a wooden drug lab. But still requires steel. We have a walk in here now, okay. But that gives us a dead alpaca. Then we have a bear also. Yeah. Kill the cougar. At least it has a lot to feed on up there. We are getting so many predators. We need some wood. Alright, we have some hay in here. That can be decent to put in a kitchen. A mad wild boar, okay. Let's get Scroto and Atkins out there. Shoot it dead. Wow. Scroto, that was good shots. Quest available. Is hiding Neanderthal, toxic spear machine, and 1 Neanderthal. It's a kit. A pigskin kit. I don't really feel like doing that. Alright, but now we can just... Okay, here we make joints, of course. Just make lake. Oh. Just make yayo. Alright. That really just got made right when we had 300 psychoid leaves. Alright, but we have a lot of wealth now. We need to manage it before we are having a problem. Could just do this. And in here have a text. Okay, that was not what I was trying to do. Let's remove that. Well, okay, also remove the wooden shelf. Okay, textiles, and that can just be importante. And here we can have, where does psychite leaves and smoke leaves. Let's have them in here. Can make a small chair there. And this one, copy, paste. Sounded like a mice just getting killed. Now it killed an Ibex ram up there. They are just making a lot of food for us around the clock. So here comes the raid with a whole bunch of frag grenades. Okay. Let's just stand indoor. Scroto and Atkins and Ragdoll. Might as well go out and see if we can't take some of them out. Especially Atkins. Okay, they are just a whole bunch of grenades here. Now run. That was a good hit. Now we just take it. Another good run. A hit here. They have a lot of grenades. They are going to be useful when trading. Let's see if we can't get one of them down here. There we go. Next. That is good. Just keep going, Atkins. Surely. One more before they attack. Okay, here comes one. Doesn't look like the others want to attack us though. Okay, he blocked that shot. Apparently. With his steel skin, or what is going on? Okay, run. Good hits, guys. But it is going to be hard for them to kill us with grenades. Especially when they are just standing still, being dummies. Okay, run. Now you can go up and shoot him. Good. Okay. They are beginning their assault with most of them wounded. Okay, what a good hit on Jess there. I would actually prefer if the Molotov guy doesn't shoot or throw those. Okay. I'm not sure I heard what I said myself. Too smart, nimble, and kind. Alright. Everybody, unrestrict. Let's see if we can't get the last one down. It's a fast walking. There we go. But too smart is a bit annoying. However, nimble is good. But I don't see what he has. I want, then it should be just be the intellect. Could, of course, just take them prisoner. He has flag pants, so let's at least take those. Why have we not done that yet? I was just thinking about the Yakuting here. They have strong melee damage and are robust. I would like those traits or those genes. Guys, it's still effing burning. Like that. Good, thank you. Are you going for a swim, dude? Are you Wow, that's disgusting, Atkins. That is disgusting. Can you get out of there? Alright, we got a lot of wealth here. We need to manage. So that is going to be Atkins forming a caravan. Muffalos. Atkins. We can at least take 50 cloth. All the pigskin, leather, camel hide, buffalo wool. Let's just bring that also. The flake, we have 61 joints. Let's leave a couple. 41 ambrosia. We can just take all of this. Let's do that. Let's leave the EMP grenades. Take the frag grenades. 1 Molotov. And we can bring some of these leaves. We have to get rid of some. And I think that is enough for now. But that was the raid, so it will be some time before the next comes. But might as well just be sure. Question is, when is the bear hungry? Let's see, there was a walk down here. Where's it at? It's there, okay. Don't see any trails of blood in the near vicinity. Okay, and we are even getting a bulk goods trader here. We can send Ragdoll to trade with them. Let's see what they have brought. Could actually sell some of all of this meat and stuff. What do we get most out of meat? Okay, let's just get that then. Let's sell off the alpaca. They have components we can buy. ABC guys. So now we owe them a lot here. Let's just get rid of the devil strand we have. And we have some potatoes. Let's sell off 200. We have corn in a minute. Still owe them 1,000. Let's get rid of the joints then. I guess that's really what we can spare. So now we unfortunately have to go up here. We got 13. The rubber outpost, camp loot, okay. Camp controlled by these guys, imps, but you don't know what it is. Well, that sounds very intriguing, doesn't it? To not do anything about it. Good. I would like to get a flooring in here at some point. Okay, but look at that. We are just getting joints done here, so we can just sell them off in a moment to these guys. Hopefully they haven't left by the time we do that. We actually get 6 silver per smoke leaf joint. So we actually get quite a bit of silver here. Now look at that. We are getting so much corn. How much do we have? 1,000. Okay, we are definitely trading again. Oh, are you? Okay, I was just getting annoyed if they already took off. We can definitely sell 600. And give me those then. Still not enough. Let's get rid of these joints. Why do we have... Okay, the Mega Sloth wool here. We can get rid of that. We have Devil Strand. Well, the meaning of it was actually to sell it. So let's do it. And then we are almost there. Let's just sell. Alright. Let's just move on here. We have traded with these guys up here. Yeah, and we are coming back with a shit ton of steel from Atkins. That's going to be insane. So we are actually doing quite alright, which I said you can never say in RimWorld, right? But I said it, and I think we are doing good enough to say it. Once again, I will say goodbye for this time. I hope you had enjoyed this episode. If you like my content, please comment, and if you would like to get your own pawn, tell me so, and you might be the name on Atkins. Alright, we are ending up here with a mechanoid cluster, but with that, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys the next time.